Well, welcome to the Talk It Out show with Lydia. Joanne is gone, and we have Ciroc in the house.
Ciroc's in the building.
Woo! Yes! Yeah, you guys keep on working.
Keep it coming. special guests,
Okay. So we are going to be talking about teenage dating. Something different, but since Ciroc's here and he's a teenager, he can talk to us about his many girlfriends he be having.
Oh, we do not have to cover that. Many girlfriends.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, Ciroc. Ciroc's over here a player.
A player.
Yes, a player.
They always say don't hate the player, hate the game.
I'm hating the game. Lydia is definitely hating the game. So I'm going to ask him some series of questions, and he's getting to answer them because this is about me finding out about how teenagers' mind thinks because I'm not comprehending. Okay? So for you, Ciroc, how do you meet new girls?
I mean, in the modern day and age, there's so many different ways. You know, you got social media. Of course, you got the classic ways like in person. Maybe through friends or something like that. You know, you might think she attractive, and you know, tell your friend, oh, tell me about what's her name. There's a lot of different ways, but I feel like it's just kind of how you guys used to do it.
Well, how do you meet your girls?
How do I meet one? I mean, there's very different ways. Sometimes it's just a random occurrence.
So you don't just go up and talk to a girl and say, hey, honey, what's your name?
If that's what I want to do at that moment.
Well, how do you Mac on a girl? Let me know. I mean, I'm using Mac because y'all know I'm old school here. But how do you get at a girl?
Oh, how do I get at a girl? Okay.
Just, yeah, not all the random ways. I'm just, how do you get at a girl?
Me personally, right? Depends on environment, of course. You know, sometimes you want to make a scene. Sometimes you don't want to make a scene.
We just want to get to the nitty gritty. You can take
okay,
the
nitty gritty. Put simple. Improvise the pickup line. Some it could be stupid joke or some far away in the conversation.
Well, tell us.
Okay. So
I'm the girl.
You're the girl. Okay. So it might not even be something crazy. I might just be upfront in the moment. Oh, you look good. Some. Let's talk about. Let's talk about how's your day. Just small conversation.
I want you to Mac on me. I want you to come at me. Not some.
You put me in a
yes, we want to know. We want to know, and you trying to get us around the bush. We want to know. So I'm the girl.
I can't.
So go ahead and Mac on me. Hurry up so you can find out what my name is.
Cool. Oh, okay. So I gotta hurry up and find out what your name is. Oh.
But now how you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm saying, but you putting a rush on
because you taking your time.
On the whole situation. You putting a rush on it.
Okay, I'm on my phone.
Okay.
I'm with my girls and hit it.
Oh, you putting on. Oh, okay. Hello. Excuse me.
Yes, are you talking to me?
Oh yes, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay, yes.
Oh, isn't it a lovely day?
It is. It really is. Thanks for asking.
I feel like it's a lovely day. You're looking lovely. I seen you over here having a little chit chat with your friends and all that. I was wondering if I could get your number.
I don't even know your name.
Well, my name is Elijah. If you didn't know, now you know. And what's your name?
Well, Elijah, if I didn't know, now I know. My name is Tina.
Okay. So, what you like to do, Tina?
I like to do a lot of things. I'm an outdoorsy type of girl. I like camping, hiking, mountain climbing, skiing.
Oh, I'm not that outdoorsy, but maybe we could go on like a picnic or something. If you want to get my number, I can offer you before.
Well, I don't take guys' numbers.
I'll take yours.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. I mean,
are you just gonna remember it? Or?
No, I'll take it. I'll take it right now.
Okay.
If that's too much, if you have social media, Instagram, Snapchat.
Yeah. It's Too Cute Tina on Instagram and Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube.
Okay, 2Q10.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I added you, so.
Okay. I see you.
Yeah, it's not that it's the example.
Yeah, because you were boring. I thought you were going to be putting some Mac moves. I was ready.
I mean, it's kind of.
I was on my A game over here.
You was over here bringing 2Q10, and I'm like, you know, I wasn't bringing that energy I need to bring.
No,
I
you
wasn't
wasn't.
expecting you to bring out 2Q10 like.
Well, I'm just saying, because see, old school, I'm always on old school is better than new school, and I say new school is whack.
New school is not.
It's whack.
Not
What you did was whack.
What you really?
Okay, you be the girl and I be the dude.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hey.
Oh, hello, ladies. How are you guys doing? All you beautiful ladies look good today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Especially you.
Oh.
Now, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer, you light up my day. So do the rest of you ladies, but you light up my day. I was wondering if you ever just thought about going on a picnic where I just make some gourmet sandwiches and some nice treats, and I even make some good dessert and a little sparkling cider. Would you like to go on a date with me?
Of course. How could I say no to all that?
Oh, okay. So, can I have your number? Because I'm a gentleman and I would like to call you instead of you calling me.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Okay. I can't wait to see you.
Oh.
Nice to meet you, ladies. And your names are? Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. See you later, and I'll call you later. Yeah, mine was better. I'm Macalicious over here. Old school is always the best. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Just saying.
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, that was a good approach, you know. You're bringing the environment, kind of getting a little picture of what you finna do, getting in description, talking about making some sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
She got me over like, oh, I might have to go on this picnic. Some gourmet sandwich.
I'm just saying, that's how it is. And you over here lollygagging when I'm just trying to give you a whole meal deal over here. See, that's the thing. Men don't think old school is good, but old school brings out where a man really pursues a woman and really wants that woman's attention and wants him to know, I'm going to treat you like a lady. New school, they don't really care about you treating them like a lady. You guys don't come at a woman in a way of treating her like a lady. You come at her like I said, new school, and it's horrible.
Yeah, I would say most definitely is horrible, the approach, but I feel like...
Not just approach, even when you date. You don't see new school people. Everything. You don't see guys opening doors for girls. You see guys get in the car and pop the lock open for her or hit the button opening. You don't see that. You open the door to let her in and all that. If it's raining, there's a puddle. You lay down your jacket and she walk on your jacket, stay in the puddle. I ain't gonna do all that. But I'm just saying that was old school. I'm just saying old school had suave. Old school was, my definition of a Casanova. It's a gentleman. It's a suave, cool, smooth dude. He looks really good. He's a charmer. And he knows what a woman likes. See, that new school don't care what women like or girls like.
No.
And like I said, you came and knocked on me. You didn't say nothing to my friends.
No.
You did not. Old school will talk to every lady in there. And then talk to the one he wants to talk to. Or say, excuse me, can I walk over here? I would like to ask you a couple of questions. They have a Macalicious about them that's just so smooth. Where, you guys just, I don't even know. What do you call your word? It's show ain't knocking. It ain't talking, it ain't tapping, what is it doing?
It's getting engaged.
Getting engaged to what? I don't want to get married. I just met you.
Oh my. Yeah, no, I would definitely say it's definitely a lot different. There are some people that still have that approach, of course.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I said, because Ciroc got all the ladies and everything like that. My thing is, if that's how you coming at a girl, you messing up, and you did not take auntie's lessons.
No, you're right. You're right on that one. Okay, so let me say this though.
Okay.
Let me say this. It is different in different circumstances because you know there's a people are of course so different.
Yes.
And their own different way. And so I feel like, as you said there, right?
Mhm.
There's a lot of stuff
Mhm.
that people probably nowadays will not feel comfortable doing because everybody is so kind of like in that sensitivity. Say you do that, right? And you say and you go up and approach in that way.
Yeah.
Someone might feel you're overly aggressive, not in the way of you know, doing that or going about it, but more in the way of the way you're addressing them, the way you're talking to them, what type of terminology. You know, there's all this extra stuff that you wouldn't want to worry about, but you have to worry about. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
It's kind of like on the brink of being offensive and not. You don't even know. You don't know what's a good stepping ground. You don't want to feel like you're doing too much or you're, coming off too aggressive. But you know, like you said, men by nature, you know, they that's kind of the thing. They want to get the woman.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do whatever they need to do, whatever approach they're gonna smoothen it up, do whatever they need to do. But I feel like that's kind of restricted, like nowadays.
It is restricted because I think people just don't put the energy and the time into it. Like, I'm always thinking of new things. Like, I'm always thinking of, like, oh, how can I broaden my mind and horizon? Well, you guys are just really thinking about how can I get a girl in the bed. And it's not like you want to take your time. And even if a guy back in the day was trying to get a girl in the bed to sleep with her, he gonna be suave all the way to the end till he tries to hit it. And sometimes he won't even try on the first day. He gonna try on the second date. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, what's your move? Like, why are you guys so in a rush to have sex? Well, I know why everybody rush to have sex.
I wouldn't even say it's a rush to have sex. It's just a rush in general. Like, everything is so fast paced. You have social media, all this stuff. So it's like, even small things, like you might have a relationship back then, right? Before phones is that big, or even like in the beginning of phones where all you could do is call. Mm. You'll have that conversation. You'll value it a lot more because it's there's more. I feel like there's more of a connection. Yeah. Everything is stop and go the way it is now. It's like, you meet her, oh, but I got her on the side, or I got this girl, she across the country, I got this girl, she in a different state. Like, all this. Well, they always had
bragging rights. I think bragging rights has just gotten bigger and bolder, but I think they've always had bragging rights. But I think, like, for me, like, with you, is I've always taught you guys to have old school, and for some reason you guys have learned to attach new school to your life, like that means something. Mm-hmm. And like you get bonus points for having new school techniques. When new school, I'm just gonna keep it real. Lydia thinks new school is whack.
New school is kind of whack.
Like, the only thing y'all have right now that is smooth is Silk Sonic. Like that music, no, for real, like that music now. It's something that can go on for generation to generation to generation because it's smooth. Because really, it's just an old school flair mixed with new school. Yes, but it is really the Silk Sonic era right now that you guys have that just came out with Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak is the only thing right now that is getting you guys connected from old school to new school. Like they combined old school to new school, and that is the way relationships to me. She kind of flow with Silk Sonic is right now. Because how many songs do you think, and let's be real, there's some songs that you can have that will make it to generation to generation to generation. But we all know it's not going to be as many songs as old school. Well, old school songs going to continue. You might, even though they was talking about weed, you got the Mary Jane girl. When I was young, you thought he was talking about the girls, Mary Jane girls for real. He was talking about marijuana. Yeah. But my thing is, that will be in every generation.
So, all right, so just to preface, what would you say, 2010s are What?
2000 period. 2000 and up. What
So
music?
2000 and
Well, I can't say 2000.
Yeah, because early 2000 had a lot of songs that still.
No, I can say 2000 because a lot of our people are gone. The only ones you probably will have that will kind of slide over is they're like Usher, the Isley Brothers, mixed with R. Kelly. But those were way before the millennials. So new people in the millennials. The only one I think that I know that will make it that's new in the millennials. I know Bruno Mars would. I know. I don't know when she came out.
What are you finna say?
I don't say Jessica, but I think
Oh,
she came out
Jessica.
before millennial. Maybe the girl her. I don't know her music, but maybe her. Janae
Aiko?
or Janae Monet.
Oh, Janelle Monáe?
Janelle Monet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't even know their music, so I can't even say.
I'll say.
And you can't claim Beyonce because she's in the 90s too. So, yeah. This is a hard one.
I mean,
who do you guys have that will transcend over to?
I feel like there are people who have kind of transcended. You can hear it in the music. I mean, like.
No, I mean for years.
For years, yeah,
for
like
years.
10 years down. Like
my daughter right now, Alizé listens to Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one song over and over. I hadn't even asked her yesterday. You ain't even been in a relationship to have this emotion where your man gonna do it, which I'm gonna do what your man won't do. You ain't even been in a relationship. Why is that song so touching? But I understand because I had songs that touched me and I wasn't even in the situation, so I get it. But all her favorite songs is from back in the day. All my kids love Elder Barge. I Like It. That was when I was like 10, 11 on I Like It. That's what I'm talking about. You have Marvin Gaye's music that makes it over. You have a lot of people's music that makes it over. We still listen to Aretha Franklin, and that was before I was even born.
Yeah.
So my thing is, those are what I'm talking about. Not, we made it from 2000 to 2010 to 2020. I mean, something that in 2030, 2040, if we still on this earth, that music.
Yeah. I mean, so it really depends if, like, what you're really counting.
I think our old school.
I feel like even like 50 years down the line, there's still songs that people listen to from 50 years ago.
Exactly.
And
like it's brand new.
Especially since we're in 2020, 50 years ago is not that, that
we
early.
We listened to songs when my mom was, your grandma was a kid on both sides.
Yeah, and still those still pop up sometimes.
Not just sometimes, all the time. If you want some old school, men knew how to beg. Men knew how to, woo a woman. Men knew how to apologize. And even when he dogging you, it just sounded good, Even when you listen to Papa Was a Rolling Stone, it just still be like, yeah. Wherever he laid his hat was a song. It had some to it that made you just like, yeah. Tina Marie, even Madonna. I mean, we all in the R&B era, but we got to think about the pop area too, with like George Michael, Cyndi Lauper, Madonna. That's as far as as far as I go. I'm sorry. I know there's another one I can't think of, but you're gonna have what so like with Run DMC with the one rock group, Walk This Way. You have that. Where you guys, like, if you messed up with a girl right now, using songs from 2000 and up, what song is going to say, please forgive me? Boo.
What song is going to say, please forgive me?
Yeah, like, think about it, because, a guy messed up, cheating, said the wrong thing, wasn't there for the birthday, stuff like that. What song could you play her? Because back in the day when a guy messed up, we got a mixtape. What mix CD-ROM piece, USB, could you make for her? What playlist could you make for her?
I mean, that's kind of on spot. But like off top, artists I would put on there.
Yeah. Cause it gotta melt her heart. Cause that's the whole thing. You're asking for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Do this playlist. Hit it.
I mean, it's kind of difficult. Cause, all right, are you saying just in general?
Just in general. Cause I can tell you mine right now.
Well, I'm saying, but or do they have to be kind of hits mainstream? They gotta be known.
Well, she gotta know it.
Yeah.
As long as she knows it, or making sure she listens to it.
Okay.
Because, you know, everybody has their style, and you have to make sure the music hits your woman's style.
Yeah.
It can't be just hitting your style, and then hopefully she'll go to it.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
And do you have that romantic side to you that would give her a playlist? Because regardless if y'all make up, or if you don't make up, that'll be a playlist that she stays on her mind for the rest of her life. So, what playlist would you use?
What playlist? I'll probably throw some, I'll probably throw something about Drake crying on something. Probably just a little bit of Chris Brown on there. Of course, gotta throw some Bruno Mars in there, because Bruno Mars be crying and begging.
You might as well say so. Silk Sonic, because that's the one. Sonic,
yeah. Nah, but even some of the Bruno Mars his solo.
Bruno Mars, I already said you guys are gonna have to use Bruno Mars. You're gonna have to use Silk Sonic.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. I know. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. When it comes to really just that, I feel like that sound is kind of, it's not gone, but it's like.
Yeah, because people don't use that anymore because they just feel my sorry is enough. But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you need that, where songs and music spoke words that you couldn't speak.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if it was back in my day, I would use Lisa and Nicole Jam. I would use Troop. I would use Keith Sweat. I would use Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. I would use, I can't think of her name, Erykah Badu. I would use Toni Braxton. What's that little short hair lady? It was on the top of my head. She has a voice. Oh, I can't think of it. It's kind of like Toni Braxton. Anita Baker. I would use Jodie Watley, Karen White, Usher.
Mm-hmm.
That playlist would just be big. She'd be
yeah, no, well,
because it would just be like that. I would use Guy. Oh, I love Guy. H-Town. Thank you, H-Town. I mean, old school. I mean, you sit up here struggling in your area.
No,
I'm all over the place.
Because it's not necessarily a struggle. I would know. It's just the
if
way.
Me and you right now had to do a time on picking songs, and we had 5 minutes to make a playlist.
Yeah, you would already have your go-to playlist. I ain't been in that situation where I need to make the playlist.
But you know the thing is, I have never been in that situation where I need a playlist. But I know what song, Escape. I know what song to play that I would want my man to forgive me on. Like, I want you to think about me. When you listen to this playlist, you're going to think about me all the time. Because that's what, like, forgiveness was all about. Like, okay, I'm wooing you even though I'm not doing it. I'm giving you this little funky cassette tape.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes those women would wear that cassette tape out, and we had to cut it and tape it to play it again because when I wore it off, the little thing came off. Mm-hmm. Those are what I'm saying is that old school just like moves you to where right now you would have to struggle. Right now we had to play a game to see who could get the most songs that would actually woo somebody. You would have more of a struggle than I would. I would just have that. And I mean, I could find the song, not just know the artist.
Yeah.
Because I'm not talking right now, I just name the artist. I mean, name songs depending on what it is. Like, we could name Breakup. No, Cheating.
Cheating, yeah.
So, you'll find your songs for cheating, and I find my songs for cheating. Yours is millennial, mine's back. And I'm talking about millennial artists. Not you can't do somebody like because Usher's still here and all that. You can't
Okay,
use
no.
that.
So on that realm, right?
Okay.
You're saying because this is what I don't know. I don't know if I'm really grasping what you're saying because you're saying 2000s up, right?
Yeah, the artist that started in 2000, not the artist
So
that
the
started
artists
in
have to
the
be
19.
2000.
Yeah.
What if they're like brink of 2000? What if they're? Are you saying are they got established in 2000?
They got established in 2000. Like you can't use Usher because Usher was before 2000.
So what about someone? Let's see.
It's 2000.
Drake was like. a little
He was
later.
probably 2000.
What about so? You said Kanye West. Kanye West 2004.
There
Would you
you
say
go.
he's two?
He's 2000.
Okay.
Anybody 2000 that was made in 2000 and up.
Made in 2000.
You can use Beyonce.
No. Could you use Solange?
Was Solange in 2000?
Solange established in 2000.
Are you
Solange-
sure she was established
Solange
in
is
2000?
And with a hit?
No. You already said not a hit.
With a hit?
No, you
In
said it
2000.
didn't have to be a
In
hit.
No, I'm saying.
Did she make an album in 19? In the 19s, did she make an album?
Hey, you can have Beyonce.
Did she make a song in the 19s?
We don't have to find out.
What was Solange's first song? And if it's in 2000, you can have it.
Her first single, it says it's 2012.
Hey, she didn't do nothing. She was on people's album, but yeah, you can have her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep
2000,
Solange.
2009,
You can't have Beyonce, you can't have Kelly, you can't have none of
we
them.
got close enough. We got family
Okay,
ties.
so on our live, on my show, on the Love and Live, on
Yeah.
Thursday,
On Thursday.
we doing that.
Okay, so, all right.
And we're going to have different topics.
Yeah. I feel like that's fine. I'm down to do that.
Okay.
I'm down to do exactly that challenge. But listen.
Okay.
Does it have to be a hit? It don't have to be a hit. It could just be any song.
No, it don't have
Because
to
the
be
thing,
it.
the only reason why I say that now is because, especially what you say on the music thing, I feel like the reason why music is the way it is now
Uh-huh.
is because it's not. It's like you said, everything's fast. Everything's gone. They don't have anything that sticks, right? There's a couple of songs that really stick. Oh, you could tell this one's gonna be here for a minute. You could tell,
Yeah.
and it's still like the radio still plays stuff from early 2000, late 1990. Like there's stuff
Yeah,
like that.
You should have a lot of cuts for
Yeah.
people who started in 2000, yes.
So all I'm saying is
Okay.
in that realm, right?
In that round.
So we talking from mass scale studio, especially now. I feel like a lot of modern artists, they're not even mass
As
scale.
long as you can prove that the artist was made in 2000, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care if it
So
was
it
a
could be
hit.
any
It could be
song.
one time one hit,
So-
one time wonder. It could be somebody who made a song and we ain't never heard them because
Okay.
they're in different cities and states.
Okay.
Long as they were established in 2000.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And what is the genre? No genre?
It depends on you.
Oh, so
Because
this
like,
is,
no,
this is just
it'd be
about
like,
a
it'd be
personal
like,
taste.
okay, it could be like, I cheated on him. I cheated on him. What songs am I giving the playlist to?
Okay.
Or it could be, I'm ready to break up with you. What songs can I play? I love you, but I got to let you go. That type of area. It could be, I cheated on you, but I'm thinking about the other, and now I'm singing the song to the other person. It could be all kinds of stuff. We will let the people on the show tell us
What about features?
features.
Yeah.
Like a whole T-Pain on everybody's album, then it's not
yeah.
theirs.
Yeah. No, I'm saying
It's not
okay.
theirs.
So what if the feature is out of the
Nope.
time?
Nope.
So you can't have a feature.
Don't be up there with Run DMC
So
on
if-
Why Don't We Get Married, so no.
So if Beyonce was on a feature, you can't have it.
Nope.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
As long as everybody is
It's just
established
split.
in
It's
2000.
split. It's you got before, I got after. So
Yeah.
it's split.
I got
I'm down
before
to do that.
2000, okay.
We got this going.
We got
You
it.
gonna have to tell me the subject matter.
Oh no, we gonna do a poll
Oh.
on the Love and Live show
Oh.
and have them write topics to find playlists.
Okay.
Yeah. So then when we do it, then they can roll with it.
Okay. Yeah, we can do this. I'm down to do this.
You down to do it?
Yeah, I'm amped. I'm hyped up now.
You hyped
Yeah.
up? Okay. This is gonna be good. Because like I said, look, what you think about women not able to not have an abortion in Texas? They're not able to have an abortion in Texas.
No, it's a whole big thing. They're kind of it's like the states get to pick, and so they're making it extremely difficult.
Okay, this is my honest opinion, you guys, and hate me or love me or whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and say I like abortions. I don't. I don't like abortions whatsoever. But I feel if somebody wanted to get an abortion, then that's their body. They can do what they want to do with it. I'd rather you go to a clinic and get an abortion than you try to do a homemade abortion at home.
Yeah,
that's gonna kill you. So you don't kill both of y'all. And I know people are that's a murderer and stuff like that. It's not against the law in the world. Now it might be like you said, it might
morally.
be in Texas, which I don't understand that, and I can't.
Yeah.
I just feel like if I wanted an abortion, I have a choice to make the abortion. The only time I feel like it might be a different thing is like if my husband or my longtime boyfriend wants me to keep the baby and I don't want to keep the baby. If I don't want the baby, then I think I should give it to the child man, but I don't know if I would be able to. So I just have this conflict because I don't know how, because my thing is, the man, I'm always advocating for men because I think men get the short end of the stick because it's a woman's body and blah, blah, blah. And I do agree with all that. I really do. But I feel like if a man wants to raise a child, then give the baby to the man.
So, on the realm of pro-life and pro-choice, where do you sit? Are you for they need to keep or are you for they need to have the option of abort?
I'm on pro-life, but
I understand.
I'm pro-life, but at the same time, I'm not one of those people that feel like I should attack somebody who wants an abortion. I know a lot of people that got an abortion, and I don't look at them differently, and I'm there for them regardless. But I have a different mindset. I might not agree with what you do, but I'm still gonna have your back. I'm still gonna support you. I'm still gonna love you. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to say pro-life because the way people act when you say pro-life, they all, and you're a murderer, and you're this. I can't do that because I'm not in their situation to do that. Yeah, I think if a man is in it, I think you should. But again, understand. Okay, cool. Again, understand. If I carry the baby full time, as I said, I'm gonna give it to the man. By the time the baby come out, I might not give it to the man. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I can't say. Like I honestly can't say. But it's a good question and stuff like that. But to say, I can sit here and easily say right now, I would, if I didn't want the baby, instead of me killing the baby, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the baby's father because he wants the baby. But after you feel the baby kicking, you sitting up here talking, you going to all the medical appointments, you watching the baby grow, I think you end up falling in love with this child and you're going to try to find out how to make it work. I don't think it's as easy as giving it away. Now, some people are able to do it. They have done it for centuries. They give babies up for adoption from the moment they have the baby. They have babies for people, and I don't think I would be able to do it. I think feeling the baby kick and all this would make me change my whole perspective and change my life to fit that baby. But if a person could do that, I feel like I'd rather you give it to the man than have an abortion if the man wants the baby. Now, if the man don't want the baby, then again, that's up to you if you want to get an abortion. But if the man wants the baby, I think give the man the baby. Because I've seen women say a man is a deadbeat and a no good for nothing type of man, and they won't let the man do anything. Because all they're looking for is income. But they won't let the man take the baby. They won't do this. They still controlling the issue of that child. So that's why I'm always on men's side on that, because I see more men trying, but they just don't want to deal with the bull crap of the woman. So they let go and say forget it, and they look like a deadbeat when they're really not. But I also see men where the woman is shoving the baby down their throat and the man like, no, I'm gonna come get him on Tuesday, and then we don't see him monthly Tuesdays. So I see him both ways. So
Yeah, both sides of the coin.
yeah, but I think it's wrong for Texas to do that because I don't think I should travel outside of Texas to get an abortion. You know, especially depends on how far you are away from somewhere to get that abortion. So I just think, like, again, it's their body, it's their. And do you also know? I know I just cut my own self off, but do you also know that if you pregnant and if that man could get to the court before you get an abortion, that he can stop you from getting an abortion? And if you get an abortion, you can go to jail because you committed murder because the court ordered that you have a baby and the man will take the baby. A lot of people didn't know that. Even a lot of men didn't know that, but you know, a lot of men don't really care nowadays. But there are some men who do care. Did you know that?
I had no clue that's even legal.
Yeah. That you find out she's pregnant and she's thinking about abortion, you run down to the courthouse and say, my girlfriend is thinking about getting an abortion and I want the baby and I don't want her to get an abortion. You guys have to go to court. You cannot get an abortion until you go to court. And you fight for it, and if the judge agrees with the man and he can prove that he wants to take care of the baby and there's no responsibility on her and all that, there you go.
Well, so how do you feel about, like, someone having a baby they didn't want to have the baby? You know, like unconsensual or something like that.
Like if they got raped or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm agreeing with abortions. And that's why I'm two-sided on the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, if you can have a baby and give it up for adoption, by all means do it. If you can and be able to keep your baby, by all means do it. But I just imagine, I know when I got molested. So if I would have got raped and got pregnant by the person that raped me, I don't know if that baby will look like that person that raped me. Because I would say the person you mad at or hate the whole time, it looks like the baby daddy. You must have been, and they all say that you must have been really mad at the baby daddy because that baby looked exactly like him. They say that all the time. And it might not be true, but it's just something that's old school that's always happened.
Yeah.
But I just think about the hurt. Like every time the baby kicked, every time the baby moved, it reminds you
of that.
And that took something from me. And it's not like somebody just, people feel violated when somebody robs their house or steals their car or something like that. Just imagine somebody stealing your body, you know, raping you and taking the innocent, abusing you and all that. And now you're feeling this movement. You're feeling everything about it. You feel, no, I just couldn't. No. But at that time, I think because nowadays the way life is now, we can do the after pill. I probably would overdose on after pills. I really would, just to make sure, because literally, I don't think I would want to make that decision. Mm-hmm. But I think the torment of, you never let go of a person that raped you or molested you, period. There's just, you never do. But you can live through it. To live through it and know that your child is made from that is hard. And I was watching Grey's Anatomy, you know, I have to go back all the way to watch Grey's Anatomy to get ready to watch the season that I haven't seen. And I remember Jo on Grey's Anatomy, she went back and found out her parent was a rapist. Her dad was a rapist. That even hurts the child. Mm-hmm. To know that you weren't even like made of a one-night stand, you weren't made of love, you weren't made of light. You were made from straight hatred. Yeah. I think that's hard for a child as well. And then you gotta understand that child has blood, DNA from the person that raped you. So then when you go to criminal mind, you find out that, okay, I've been keeping my child away from this rapist, but now my child has became I've been keeping my child from the daddy because the daddy was a murderer, but now my child has grown up to be a murderer. Do you understand how hard that is? Like, think about those things. That's a hard task. So for women, I say it's their body. Let them do what they got to do. Unless you want the baby as a man, then get custody of the baby before it comes out.
While we're on that subject, unconsensual, what if, like, I never thought of it this, but what if it was like a man, right?
Mhm.
And a man is
Got raped by a woman and she got pregnant.
yeah.
That's a hard one, but then you know that has happened.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
It's definitely.
And
I'm saying, what would like, what's the?
it would have to be that woman who raped him to say that you're pregnant because he might never know.
It was his.
Yeah, he might never know that he has a baby out there.
Mm-hmm. But like, you feel like it would be hard for him to want to be the father?
I don't think a rapist will come up and say, "Hey, I'm pregnant with your baby."
No, but alright, like maybe years down the line, right? Like they're more older, more mature, maybe they're late teen or becoming.
I don't know, because do you think the woman would actually say, "I raped your daddy," and so he's over here at the such and such?
No, but what if they get like a DNA test and then like after the fact they find out? What do you feel like?
People would be like, "Who is this person?" Because when you get raped, I don't know unless you know the person that raped you.
You try to, yeah.
How would you know? Like, unless you go, my mom, I took a DNA and I talked to my mom about you and she said she raped you. He'd be like, how am I your baby? How am I your daddy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know your mama.
That's true.
And then meets the mama and, you know, we look different when we get older. I don't know you. Well, you remember the time I raped you?
Yeah, they ain't know what he gonna say.
Exactly. So I don't think the man would ever know. Like, he probably be wondering, like, did somebody, one of these girls steal my sperm and give it to somebody else? He might never know that it was from a rapist. I don't know.
That's true.
And I don't know how it would be for a man to be raped by a woman. Like, I feel it's still a violation. I still feel it's that. But men don't hold on to emotional things like we do. Like, they hold on to it, but they don't react to a lot of stuff that we act. Like, you won't act to a lot of stuff that I act. We can go through the same exact thing.
Yeah, no,
you're gonna act totally different because you have a man's mindset, where I have a woman's mindset. So I don't know, like, a man's mindset, and I have never met a man who's been raped. So I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like it's different. I don't know. Because if it's a man and a man, I feel like you definitely.
Well, as a man and a man, I think you feel exactly the way a woman feels.
Yeah, no, that's as traumatic.
Yeah, that's just
but
as
what if
traumatic.
and I feel like it's traumatic as a woman too.
No, I'm not saying it's not
But
traumatic. I don't know if
like
they will
I feel like
still
it's a
have the
different
same response as if a man raped a man as if a woman raped a man.
I feel like
I don't think it's the same response.
It would probably internalize into something different, like maybe a behavior or something like that.
No, I think we all gonna react in a certain way, but I think if a woman raped a man, I think, and I'm just giving my opinion, my 2 cents. This is no facts. This is no truth. This is not. I ain't got no psychology degree.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got any of that, so I'm not even gonna play that game with you guys. But I think a man will get over and be like, okay, she raped me, and he will go through some stuff. But I think he would probably internalize it as his first time. And I don't know. Because men always stick with their penis, so I don't think they have that.
No, but if in that situation, I don't feel like you would. Because maybe you don't even know. Like say, for example, if it's like someone who has some type of status, like say it was a teacher or something.
Well, that's a rape, but it's not a rape. They more say that woman took advantage of him.
No, I'm talking about what if the kid didn't want to though?
Yeah. I think, like I still say, he would have some effect. He would probably need some counseling, but it would not be as traumatic if it was the other way around.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I feel like whenever you enter, that's really like devastating.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like, I've always thought, if a man got raped, I even thought this when I was younger. If a man got raped, that means he had to get stimulated, right? And it's not hard. Yes, it is, because you cannot put it in on flaccid.
Yeah, but what if it's...
And so he got stimulated, not by choice, but he got stimulated, has sex. But in the middle of stimulated, and he's fighting the sex that he's stimulated on.
Yeah.
Because again, the penis does its own thing. Enjoys it.
What if you don't? What if they just get their fix?
They might get their fix, but what if they enjoy it?
Or what if it's not even that? What if it's oral?
It's still
And
the
it's
same
still
thing.
not, if it's still not stimulated.
Huh? If they don't get stimulated, they didn't really get raped. They just got oral. No, really, they didn't.
You can't say that.
They didn't
Because
get
it's
raped.
inconsistent.
No, they got molested. They did not get
Okay,
raped.
that's fair. Okay, molested. That's
They got molested. They did not get raped. You gotta think. I mean, like, really think about it. Like, it's flaccid. It can't do nothing. So if you are frightened and your penis is not working to this activity because you're trying to get raped,
yeah.
you're being molested at this time, and that was traumatic enough.
Yeah.
Like, you might not want this, especially with the guy is gay. Then that's really a traumatic offense, because I don't even want to be with a woman, and you're forcing me. And I think there's a lot of parents or family members that do that to kids that are gay. They try to get them a prostitute or somebody to make that man feel like, oh, if you come, then you're gonna want to be straight, and that's not true.
That's definitely what people do. They do it.
Yeah, and that to me is more like rape, and I think the parents at that time is like pimps.
Yeah.
Like, everybody gets, okay, topic. I know it's supposed to be about dating, but topic here. R. Kelly. Everybody mad at R. Kelly because of Lifetime, right?
Yeah.
Now, before Lifetime ever even came up to do the R. Kelly story and talk to everybody in the world, we all knew about him marrying Aaliyah. We all knew about him peeing on people. We all knew about it, and nobody made a move and nobody cared. But the moment it came on Lifetime, at the appropriate time that it came out, everybody cared. Now, you shouldn't listen to R. Kelly's music, blah, blah, blah. But just think about it, he wouldn't have never made this music that you're telling us not to listen to if we would have stopped him with the Aaliyah when he peed on people. But that was not the case. You know what I mean? And my thing is, and everybody is putting this blame on R. Kelly. But you got to put the blame on the parents as well, not just R. Kelly's workers and all that. All of them is to blame. I'm not taking it from them. But the biggest pimp of them all is the parents.
But you could tell when it's something like that.
But nobody's putting the blame on the parents. It's just all on R. Kelly.
Yeah, and that's
because he's a celebrity.
Most definitely. Well, I feel like it always really does come down to the parents, because why are you even allowing that? Even if you're saying, it's some type of, he's trying to mentor him or something. You know, there's sometimes it's good intent. Where
no, I understand that, but I'm talking about the ones where they knew their kids was having.
Yes, no, I'm saying, if you know, if you see signs, it's
your
just
kids. I know I was fast when I was younger. I wasn't fast like having sex, but I was fast, you know. And my mom didn't know a lot of stuff. So if I would have met, who was I in love with? Well, I can't think of his name. He was in New Edition.
You said the New Edition crew.
Well, one of the members of New Edition, the last member of New Edition. Would it wanted to date me? Oh, we would have dated. My mom would have never known.
Yeah.
Well, she had never known, because she would have killed me and him. We would have both been dead. There wouldn't be, and my mom wouldn't have cared if he was a celebrity. You could have paid her $10 million. He is gonna be under the jail, and I'm gonna be beat. I'm gonna be a picture. I'm gonna be like Lola. I'm just telling you right now. I am.
Yeah.
That's just what it be. My mom didn't have that, celebrity thing in her head. So that's just how it would be. So my thing is to look at these people, and you just want to put the blame on R. Kelly. I have a problem with that, because he wasn't the only one. And I say society had their nerves to get mad about R. Kelly and be like, I'm not listening to his music. And if you listen to R. Kelly's music, then don't delete me. Well, delete yourself from my page, because I'm still listening to R. Kelly's music, because it was the jam. Well, and he would have made these songs, and we would have stopped him after Aaliyah, because we all knew he married Aaliyah when she was 14 years old. So if that wasn't enough to convince you, then he had the nerve to pee on a girl, and there was a video going around, which I had never saw, but a lot of you guys have seen it, and y'all still was listening to R. Kelly, and he was still creating new songs and everything like that.
So, on that conversation, since we went to this, right, it's just very similar thing to how people are now, say with influencers or people on YouTube and things like that. it's definitely a problem, and the problem really, I don't say it ever really lies on the victim
Mm-hmm.
unless they're of a certain age. But I feel like it doesn't, like maybe if they're, well, it really depends on the age disparity too. But there's like a lot of instances where, that's usually supposed to end somebody's career. But there's sometimes where, it seems like it's just kicked under the rug. Or they might have an instance of something like that. Or even modern day, there was the rainbow hair, what's his name? It's like 6ix9ine, did you see him 6ix9ine?
Oh, I don't know. Since I heard his name, but I when you said rainbow hair, I was thinking of Ross Stoudemire, whatever his name.
Oh no. So
But
in his situation, he got locked up, and that's why his kind of career is stopping. But
why did you lock that?
he was gang affiliated, and he got kidnapped by the gang, and then he started snitching on everybody. So
The snitcher. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I don't blame a snitch. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all get on my nerves about this. I am not just going to jail for y'all. I'm a snitch, so don't tell me something you don't want me to snitch on, because I'm snitching. You can call me the snitch witch, the snitch bee, snitch. I'm snitching. If I'm going to jail, you going to jail. So you best, if you don't want me to snitch, you better put your life on the line and make sure I do not hit the jail. That's all I'm saying. You better figure out a way for me not. You better pay the judge and everybody else for me not to go to jail. Because the moment I hit the jail and I sleep there one night,
you gotta go.
I'm singing like a canary. I'm singing, ooh. And don't think I didn't already wrote the stuff down, so if you kill me, I'm still singing in my death, like a canary. Just let me know, and I'm going to tell every spot. I think the gun was over here, and then we move it over here. It got the so-and-so's fingerprint, so-and-so fingerprint. And I'm writing it all down. I'm singing like a canary. You better, matter of fact, don't even let me get in the police car. You better figure it out. I'm just letting you know I'm snitching. Y'all wouldn't get mad at him for snitching. Good job, 6ix9ine, Triple X, whatever your name is, Kashi. You did good. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, on that. So before he even got kind of to that level, he had a whole instance where in the music video, he had someone underage in the music video.
Okay.
And so, what do you feel like that was? Have someone underage in the music video, they twerking on you, doing all that extra.
How did I get this underage person to there? Did the parents sign? Because you gotta understand, and I'm gonna just be so honest. When it comes to videos, when it comes to movies, when it comes to all this stuff, it's usually not the artist that went and got the person.
Yeah.
So if there's an underage person in there, that doesn't mean that 6ix9ine went and got the person.
We're not talking about when he's established or he's industry. We're talking about
when he created his own
music video.
Oh.
I'm finna get some people I know.
Well, if I got some people I know and the parents are saying yeah.
Well, who said the parents said yeah? She was just over here. you
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Parents though, right?
Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. Prime example. We did a song, right, called The Love and Love Show.
Yeah.
My godchildren was in my video. They underage.
Yes.
And the first person I sent the video to was their mama.
Yeah.
The mama could say, please don't put that on the video.
And you take it off.
Yeah. You didn't ask for permission. You don't think about stuff like that when you're doing your own homemade videos.
Yeah.
And you can't say, oh, because she was twerking. Look on Facebook, TikTok, all this other stuff. Look at these little kids twerking. Look at these little kids that got thongs on. I don't wear thongs, but these little kids is wearing thongs. I will tell you right now, my daughter is 15 years old. She is not putting on no thong. I will snatch that thong off. She will be pissed. I'm just letting you know right now. So a lot of stuff these parents are doing on their own. So they probably was there watching. Oh, that's my baby dancing.
Yeah.
They probably was there. So no, if it's a homemade video, no. And I'm quite sure the mama saw the video when it came up. No. Next.
So like we're still talking on that run, right? So we have people R. Kelly, celebrity, right? We got these people on YouTube. They kind of celebrity somebody.
Yeah.
Say you grow up and you watching this person and all my fans. I'm a big fan. I've been a fan for like 5 years now. Then they reach out.
Yeah.
They start grooming the children, talking about, oh, let's get you on a Skype call.
Again, I think it's wrong and we're not discussing it with the parents. If you don't know these parents, I think you need to discuss it and you need to get a signed consent from the parents. So if there's something inappropriate, something that's not like, then the parents isn't reliable. It is not me being reliable for it because it is now the parents being reliable for it. When you have family and friends, like I said, I have my godchildren and they're in my video. No, I don't have my godchildren doing anything inappropriate or anything foul or anything like that. But at the same time, the mom got to see the video. She could easily say, I don't want my kids in your video, and then we would automatically take it off and put it on there because it's a homemade video. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But my thing is, a lot of parents don't like, just say with my godchildren, if I got famous and I was doing it, the parents is going to be excited about it, and then I give the children some money because I done made it rich off the video, then they're going to be excited about it. But again, yes, I do not have them doing anything inappropriate because I'm not going to have my godchildren doing something I don't want my kids to do. And I'm going to probably be harder on my godchildren than I am on my kids because I don't want little kids being exploited that way. I just don't. That's just me. But if I don't have the 2 cents that God gave me to understand the difference of exploiting and having my children, because I done saw this child in your living room twerking all extra hard and you could twerk better than a grown person, and I said I want to have this kid in the video and the mama says, yes, okay. But it's different when you go into industry.
Yes, definitely.
Because the industry knows the laws to make you sign the contract. But if we all sitting around at the house, probably, my mom has done it plenty of times. I'm minding my own business, playing Light Ride, Atari, playing with my Barbie just with the head on. And I'm in my room minding my own business because I can't come out the room, but to run to the bathroom, I want some water. I got to kind of do like a Morse code to get water, to come out to get water, or you're going to get in trouble. That's how it was in my day. I'm just telling you how it was in Lydia's day. So, I'm minding my business. My mom would say, come out here and dance for me. And I do my dance going up and down. Oh, no, something you get it out here. And now somebody's making a song, say, I don't know. What's his name that did Mary Jane? I can't think of his name. Rick James. Rick James ain't established yet. And he said, oh, I'm going to put it on my video. And I'm going up and down like this. And said that was back in the day, that was not, oh, the freak. We used to do the freak. And I was just rocking down like this. It wasn't even nothing nasty. You just rock your hips going back and forth, go up and down like that, right? Nothing like sexual. It sounds sexually, but it wasn't sexually. And then he recorded and put me on the video. Should Rick James get in trouble? Because back then the freak was the freak. But I knew how to do it, and they told me don't stop till I get enough, and I did it. You just don't hear those sounds because it's a video. They took the sounds off and put the music on it. To now that he's older and he does whatever song now, and now he got a 6-year-old and she up here on the stripper pole, rolling down the stripper pole, twerking all the way down on, we'll say freaking all the way down on the stripper pole, or doing, what was it called, the butterfly down the stripper pole. Rick James did me at this age, and I got away with it at 8 or 7 or 6. To the 6-year-old going on the stripper pole, those are 2 different incidents, and now that it's done by a professional, they know to have it done with a contract. Now, if the parent does a contract, sees the video, knows that I'm going to be stripping down the stripper pole, doing the butterfly down the stripper pole, that is now no longer Rick James' fault. That is now the parent's fault. Because they can go, well, why did they have to use this as a 6-year-old? He knew her. He just wanted to make sure she got paid. That's all he wanted to do. He was just like, he just said, oh, I have a friend here. I want her to be on my show. And they said, can she go down the stripper pole and twerk to the parents? And the parents like, yeah. And let me see you do it. And she did it. Oh, okay, yes, we can do it. Can you sign this contract? Why are we blaming Rick James? Because Rick James no longer has anything to do with that. He might not even ever see her going down until the video is made. And because he signed the contract and he's under the contract, he can't say nay or yay to it. And that's the thing that people are forgetting that's going on in the industry. So they get blamed for it, but it's like this whole list of people that when you do a video, I'm telling you right now, if I do a video with Drake, I'm not going to meet Drake. I'm not even going to see Drake.
No, you're right.
I'm not even going to see him. So they be like, why you got that fat girl on the thing? He watching the brand new with us. You know, he might have saw the video before it came out, but he watched. Like,
he like, who's the video director? Yeah.
Why she that? Oh, because we want to make sure that all girls, plus size, small, are equal. Oh, okay. You couldn't get a better female than that. Then she was good. She was good. Okay. He don't have any say in it. He says what he wants in the video. They do it. But if they pay for it because you under contract with them, you really don't have a say over your life or your career.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people now. I got a son who's rapping. He's not really my son. I did not birth him, but he's my son. Rapping. And he's talking about, I can't wait to get signed. Why? Because you will lose all creative control.
Yeah.
So why do that?
I mean, I feel like when it comes to getting signed, there is ways you can, of course, play it towards your favor. But
No, don't do it.
yeah, no.
No, the reason I say that is because any money they put in, you got to do the same exact work. The same exact work as if you were signed or if you weren't signed.
Mm-hmm.
You can get signed and I don't get signed. And I'm my own agent, right?
Yeah.
So I do it independent. And you are signed. We got to do the same amount of work.
Yeah.
I got to go do all the traveling. I got to do all the marketing.
Well, that is true. That part is true. But I feel like people, when they are, like, they underestimate what a label could really do.
No, a label could do a lot of things because they're known, but they're putting all that money in. So the difference is, and I've heard this even from artists, the difference is, say you make $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting like $2 million out of it.
Yeah,
the $8 million is going to them.
Mm-hmm.
If I make $10 million, I made $10 million.
And you gotta distribute it however.
No, because I already did that to do it because I don't have a name. So I had to pay everybody up front.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, and that's good. There's people who are able to do it. I'm saying, it's being independent is not for everybody.
No, it should be.
It's not. It's definitely.
No,
not.
it should be though. That's the thing about it is, especially I'm talking to my black people more than anybody else because we get played more than anybody else. So my thing is, if you're gonna do anything, you get an artist, be independent. Mm-hmm. And the reason is you should own your own stuff because when you own your own stuff, all that money goes back into your pocket. So if they buy you a car, that's coming out of your pocket. If they get you such and such, you needed some money because you couldn't pay your bills and you was about to be homeless and they pay for you a house, that's coming out of your money. Period.
Yeah.
And as that's coming out of your money, then everything else that you being charged is coming out of the money. So then you come up with, there's a lot of artists, especially back in the day, that came out broke.
That's different, yeah.
But right now, because we have so much out there, yes, being signed, you don't have to struggle as hard. Like money you have money coming out.
But you don't though.
No, you do. You do. You have a limit. They can say, okay, this is your budget. $10,000, $20,000. Exactly, and when you make the money.
Yeah.
And they can guarantee you to make the money. If you do what you're supposed to do to hustle.
Yeah, that's true.
That's when you got the one-hit wonders to the people that actually continue to make it. Yeah. But if you're an independent artist, especially now in this day, make yourself known on social media. If you make yourself known on social media, you making all this money on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube. That's 5 different incomes right there. That you making yourself known. You make T-shirts. That's 6 things of income. Yeah. You putting your music out there, people that you can put it on iCloud, all the other stuff. That's 7 streams of income where you can build up to do whatever you need to do. And then you got free people who just want to be in your video because now you're popular. And all you have to do is have them sign this contract that they are doing the video for free. So you never have to pay them. And you get up there. Now all these big people, once they see you have like 10 million followers or just even 1 million, 2 million, 3 million followers after you or whatever, and you making big money on all these different platforms, then they're going to want to come and give you a deal. Now you can negotiate a big deal, but why not? Why not just open your own company and get artists under you to make the money and do it because you already established and everybody knows who you are. That's the way to do it. Then when you make your money, it's your money. And then you can make money fast like Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, it didn't take him long to become a billionaire. Now, his mind, it probably took him a long time because he remembered sleeping in the car. But he owned every right to every movie he made, every TV show he did, everything he made, he owns the right to. And that's why he got that big old place in Atlanta, because he made moves to make sure whatever he did, when he signed with Lionsgate, those still were his movies. It might be partial theirs too, but they're his movies. So he can play those movies on their platform, on his platform, and they can still play for Lionsgate. That is a smart way to do. You own everything you do. Stop selling to somebody else.
So, hear me out. Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
So, we're saying that, right?
Yeah.
But you have to understand, it's not. You have some plane of negotiation when you do sign the contract.
I said that.
There's some people, they get, of course, in like an opportunity contract where, in the moment, it's like, they're kind of taking advantage of. Like I heard one of the bigger artists now was signed for $1,000,
Uh-huh.
and he was signed for $1,000. He's multi-million. He makes multi-million now.
Uh-huh.
Of course, he got upgraded in his
Contract.
yes, but it definitely could have been way better than what it was. But oh, you got some spamming on there. But yeah.
How did you stop talking?
Okay. Yes. Okay. But we're saying, all right. So we're saying, they have. Yeah, they had a small contract. Of course, they upgraded. But when it comes to like being a small artist and having that opportunity, I feel like there is some benefits, and I wouldn't say get signed, but I would say go into a partnership.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not anything good to get signed. Period. In my eyes, and I understand what he's talking about, because they put up a lot of money up front, but they also want to see you work, and if they sometimes will grab you to stop you from doing anything else and put you on the sideline where you're not doing anything.
Yes,
and you can talk to a lot of artists that are signed and can't do nothing.
They can't release
at all. You
even
even have like where you have Prince, where he had to be the symbol for the longest because they owned his name. So a lot of times, no, it's not. If you own, I need black people that really understand, own everything you do and stop going to somebody to help you to do that. You can literally make yourself known on social media. If you don't know how to do it, let that be the first thing you learn, is learn how to get yourself to be an influencer on social media. If you can get yourself to be an influencer on social media, then build up all around and earn capital, earn that money, and don't spend the money when you get it. That's what's wrong with a lot of us. The moment we get the money, we spend it. Yeah. And a lot of times it's because we have to, because we have bills. And I understand, but sometimes you have to put 10% aside, 20% aside to do that. So put 10 for God and 10 for yourself over here, and that's for your business, and put like another 10 for your business. So 10 for you, 10 for your business, and then pay the rest for your bills.
But some people, they go out and they buy,
Stop buying all this elaborate stuff. Don't buy nothing elaborate. I don't care if you got to work with these mics. I see everybody with these big old mics to do their podcasts and all that. I was with some cheap mics. That's what I could afford. Don't go outside your budget to reach some limits because you see everybody else doing it. These mics work just as fine as every other mic out there. I did answer your question, sweetie. We talked about what you think about women not able to have an abortion. We had a long conversation on that. Then we talked about, do y'all think the men who have a say in it? We definitely talked about that, and then there was no other question. So did you miss it? Because we talked about it. We was in depth of those conversations, and we appreciated it.
At least 30 minutes.
Yeah, we loved talking about that. We got in depth with it all the way. So we did talk about those questions. So I'm sorry you missed it, but we did. We answered that those 3 questions. Because the last one just says, okay, cool. So I did both of those questions because those were great topics. And if you did miss it, please watch back because we did talk about it once I saw the questions. And we talked about it in fully. I gave pretty much my opinion.
Mm-hmm. But put simply, it's just you're pro-life, but you're not necessarily pro-life. You don't like the stigma of pro-life, but you believe people should definitely have a choice. No one should not be able to have an abortion. Texas is wrong for doing it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much just
and men have rights,
Yeah, and men, you brought up the point that men legally do have the right
if they can catch it in
keep,
time.
yeah, to keep the baby before it's aborted.
Yeah, those are pretty much it. But yeah, we went in depth. It was a long conversation about it. I really do appreciate the question. I really do appreciate you giving us those two questions because it was something that I didn't even think about talking about, but it was really a good question to talk about and insight and enlight about it. Especially to hear your opinion at 17 versus my opinion as age.
Yeah. Age. Yeah. Age. It is a good. Yeah, the contrast between my age and age is like a real. There's a lot of experience and things that happen at age.
Yeah. So and then I understand what his thought process is. Yeah. So what was your thought process?
My thought process on the whole situation. Yeah. I definitely have to say pro-choice. It's not like, if I was in a predicament where, of course, I wanted to keep the baby, I would feel jaded or feel in some type of way. But
knowing it's her body, how would you feel?
Yeah, but knowing her body is kind of a difficult predicament because it's like, that's your, especially if you're really invested or looking forward to a child, you want that child, and just in general.
So would you fight for the child?
Oh, definitely fight for the child. But if it doesn't work out, then it's like, here I am at a loss. But I feel like a lot of people, like you said, you don't see too many really fighting for it.
Because I don't think a lot of people know.
Yeah, and they don't
They give their opinion, and then woman does it anyway because the woman says it's my body. And I agree, it is her body. It is her body to go through that, and it is her body. And I do believe if she end up keeping the baby, that she's going to want to change her mind, and it's her right. And then at this time, she wouldn't even have custody of the child. So it would be one of those things that it's a hard conversation. But like I said, I think I'm both. I'm pro-life, pro-choice, because I do not believe in abortions, but I do not think somebody should be able to get an abortion. Should not be able not to get an abortion.
You should never be restricted. And it's just because there's certain scenarios where it's like, you either have the baby or you have it in this situation or this situation. Yeah. Or say you're in an abusive relationship or something like that. You don't want to birth the baby in an abusive relationship. You might not want to give the baby yet. There's just so many different predicaments.
It's so many different ways to look at it. And my thing is, even if you didn't have that tragic, you just don't want to raise a baby right now because it's going to mess up with your life goals and stuff. I might not agree with you, but I'm not going to go against you on it either. And I think it makes it hard for me to say pro-life because the way people act when it's pro-life, and I'm not that way.
The stigma behind pro-life is
I don't agree to an abortion. Mm-hmm. But I know plenty of people that got an abortion, and I don't give them my 2 cents. Now, they know I don't believe in abortion, but if you want to get an abortion, I'll still be there for you. I know it's still going to be traumatic on your body, and I know you're going to need somebody to be there for you. And if I'm your sister, your cousin, your niece, your friend, or anybody to you, you need my support, not my opinion. I, again, do not agree with abortion, but again, it's your body to make the choice, and I'm not here to down you or make you feel less than a person or a human or a woman because you chose to do that. And I think Texas is wrong for doing that because at the same time, I should not have to travel outside of the state to get an abortion and then have to heal in that other state and then come back home to my own state. I think you guys, they're doing too much. And like I said, I'm a person that don't agree with abortion, but again, I still think it's your life, your body, you do what you want to do. And I know it's, because it's murdering. But until we stop having death penalties and all this other stuff, you really can't talk to me about murder of a baby at this time. And like I said, yes, it's a baby. Yes, it is, and it's sad. But I say, why can't we do it before the baby even become a baby? Like when it's just it ain't got a heartbeat. like you know what I mean? Yeah. But and it is a horrible way when they do an abortion, and just to know how horrible it is sad. But
like you really mentioned before previously, what it really comes down to is, would you rather have someone have an abortion or have someone try to do a homemade abortion and go
yeah.
through a way of self-harm or
Putting a
taking
hanger
yourself
up,
out the
and a
chemical.
hanger up.
Yeah,
That's how they
doing-
used to do. Get a hanger and do it to kill it.
Yeah,
I think
and
that's
so-
horrible.
It's just it's so bad.
Thank you,
Yeah.
and we appreciate you stopping by. And if you have any other wonderful questions for us next time, please let us know, because you did come up with a awesome
Yeah, it was great.
question, because I think pro-life, pro-choice is, I think that should just be together. Pro-life, pro-choice should just be, it should be together. I'm tired of us having to tell somebody what to do with their life. I think that's why we have so many things where we need to help with people with self-esteem and all that,
Yeah.
because we always got an opinion about something.
Well, it's so
And we might not know the whole true facts about it.
it's so ironic because in this time that we have right now, everyone has their regime of what is politically correct, and they push the individual, or they say they push the individual, but in reality, it's not that way.
Yeah.
They want you to fall in whatever category or agree with one.
And I don't
idea.
agree with a lot of stuff, and I won't. There's things that I don't agree with, like I could say when it comes to the LGBTQIA+, whose low name,
Mm.
I agree that they should be able to live without being beat up, attacked, judged, talked about, mistreated, misguided, not getting any help, all those
You
things.
feel like they should have the same rights as everyone else.
I do.
Yeah.
Just like I believe black people should too, and we
Yeah.
don't. But I do not agree with pronouns. And I will not do pronouns. Period. If you want to be called they or them, then you do that on your own time. I am not going to call you a they or them if you're one person, because they or them are multiple.
Mhm.
As two or more people, they or them. I'm not calling one person they or them. Now, if you're a guy and you want to be called a girl, I got you. You're a girl and want to be called a guy, I got you. And you just want to be called by your name, I got you. So instead of me saying, girl, please, I could say, Ciroc, please.
Mhm.
I can do that. It's going to be hard because I'm so used to saying girl, please. I say girl, please to Ciroc, and he is a guy.
Mhm.
And has not told me different. It's just I'm so used to talking to my girlfriends, and sometimes we be getting in them conversations where I feel like I'm talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, girl, shut up.
And I feel like it's just, I don't know. It's like some people want to be offended. They're looking for you.
I do. I think, and I don't go with that. I don't go with that. Like I said, I appreciate that the LGBTQIA+ has came out to be able to protect their own.
Mhm.
But I do not agree with the overly being sensitive. I do not agree that they can't get treated like everybody else can get treated. I don't think they should be above all of us in that area. Now, I do not want them to be talked about and mistreated or misjudged and all. I don't want that, but I don't want you to feel like you get more privileges than I do.
For
And I already don't get enough privileges as it is because I'm black and I'm a female, so that just tells you right there. But I don't want you getting all these. If I say I'm offended because I'm fat, it still don't stop people from saying fat.
Not true. I mean, just because you black don't stop people from saying the N-word. either.
They don't.
Yeah.
And it don't stop them from judging you.
Mhm.
And it don't stop. I get people to say you're not like everybody else. I got like you got one more time to tell me I'm not like everybody else. That just irritates me.
Mhm.
And the bad part is I understand what they're saying, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
Period. So I get it. So that's the only difference. I just feel like people, pro-life, pro-choice, should be combined together, should not be separate. But we didn't get a lot talking about dating, but we did get a lot through some stuff.
Everything else.
And I did enjoy the conversation with Ciroc. So that was really good. Thank you for coming on the Talk It Out
Oh,
show.
no problem.
We also have a show called Ace of Spades. We come up once in the blue. It's not always there, but we do come up once in the blue. We're not on a regular time status, so we hope you check us out. On Ace of Spades, we're going to also play some of Ciroc's music on there as well, so you can get his thing, and Esra Rock talking about being under contract. He does not have any rights under his auntie's world that he can sign anybody's contract at all. So his auntie will kill him if he signs a contract. I don't care what he negotiated. He's gonna always be an independent person. He's gonna own his own, because that's the way his auntie Lydia has raised him to do. Is own his own. Nobody owns him. He owns himself. Nobody owns him but him. So his auntie will act enough fool that you have heard it on the Talk It Out show.
Yes, we are closing, right?
Yeah.
But on this, before we close, I really want to get this out because it's not this is not for me personally. I'm saying people that, because it's for certain people. Because
I don't think it's for anybody.
For me personally, I want 100%, and just as an artist, you want full control because that's just what I feel like you should do.
Exactly.
And a lot of people, especially a lot of black people, they don't own anything. Everyone, they might be rich, they don't own anything. And in the end, you're still just back to where we were before.
Exactly.
People get on the court, the basketball court, and who do they play for?
Oh, y'all be blessed too. Thank you.
So people get on the basketball court, who do they play for? People sign these big labels, who do they play for? It's, that's what you call.
Sometimes on those contracts you cannot help. Like playing basketball, football, you can't just independently play basketball.
No, I'm saying though, but everybody just wants to be that, and everybody wants to.
I understand it, but I'm talking about when it comes down to music. And so, like, you have to be able to do your own.
There's a clear option.
Yeah, like even acting.
Yeah.
You're under a contract, but it's a contract that you agree with, that you can set that's a pace for you. And you might can't do it on your first one because we don't know how the show's going to be. So you can't say, I want to get paid $2 million per episode. When we don't even know if the show's going to make $5 per episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you what's in our budget on that. But the next season, we can then negotiate what you want to have. But when it comes to your music, your independent music, no, you be independent. Do not go under contract. Stop making these record labels money. Make yourself money. That's all I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
And I don't care who you talk to. I don't care what friends you have. I don't care what race they are. You tell them they need to be independent. And then you don't, because my thing is, again, I've heard it from celebrities where they said, we can be independent. They had an argument, being independent or signed. One wanted to be signed, one wanted to be independent. And what the girl said that clicked in my head, if you want to watch it, was on the Braxton Family Values. It was Tamar and Tony Braxton going at it. Tony wanted to be signed to a label for their Christmas or Christian album. And Tamar was like, why? We're going to have to do the same exact work as if we were signed to a contract. The difference is we put up our own money, and all the money comes back to us. They put up the money, and that they're getting their money back, plus more. And let me give you an understanding of what I'm saying. It's like KDP. I've taught all you guys about KDP on doing that. You are your own independent. Now, you can go and get somebody to publish your books and all that. But you, this way, you take control of advertising your books. You take control of everything in there. But KDP will make the books for you, just like any other book company will make the books for you. They give you a cost. It costs them $2.15 to make this book. It's not the cost. I'm just giving you a thing. This is one of the costs for non-some books. $2.15. Then they take out $1 and something, and they say you cannot make the book less than $3.58. So you can make the book $4. You can make $5, $6, $7. They don't care what you make after that, because then after that, that's your portion of the money. So about at least $3 and some cents is KDP's, and the rest is yours.
Yeah.
There's no hidden agenda. There's no sneaking pattern in there. When you get signed into a book publishing company, you're not getting that full rights and that full control of it.
And you're not getting the full transparency either. There's a lot of stuff that they might be doing and you not knowing. It's just like you said, just like a record label.
Yeah, but my thing is, but it's not, because what I'm saying is like that KDP, that is you doing your own independent. And you're going to have to work and hustle. That's the same thing you want to do, period, in your thing. You might want to find a company that will produce your CD, but you can do it off of your computer. You probably got to get the software, pay for the software, then you can do your own and make sure nobody can copyright your stuff and, of course, copyright and all that.
There's a lot of different, and just like you're saying with KDP, there's a lot of distribution for music too, so you can have your proper royalties and everything, have your masters and still upload music to, all the official places, Apple, all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not difficult, especially now being an independent artist. Probably before, when they didn't have all these publishing companies or distribution companies,
Mm-hmm.
you would have to probably form a small company or form a small label that doesn't have full control, so you can get published.
Yeah.
In that, but right now it's easy. All you gotta do is look up. There's probably at least 100 listings of different.
If you build your way up to being an influencer, you have followers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you're on YouTube, to Instagram, to Snapchat, to TikTok, to Facebook, to LinkedIn, to Pinterest, to it just goes on and on and on. You can have Twitch, once you become an influencer, that's what most people do when they're on YouTube. They become a YouTuber, they get monetized, and then they sell their seasonings, they sell their sauces,
Mm-hmm.
they sell all that, and it sells out so quick. So they make 10,000 and it sells out within the first 5 minutes. You're making more money doing it that way.
Yeah,
You dish it out the money, you're making, and that's all I'm saying is do it that way. And I don't care what color you are, but I'm really talking to black people, but I think all race should do this. Stop going to giving these other people money. Because if they want to help you, they will. If they don't, you still got to do the hustling. You still got to go, your agent got to make sure that you get on the radio station. You get on commercials. You get on this to get people to know your music. When you could just do it yourself. Like I'm saying right now, Silk Sonic, I'm just going to say, I don't know if they're under contract. They could be on their own. But the way they did it is they really got it out, and then put themselves here. And then you send money to the radio station and say, play my music. You do all that stuff. So stop playing like you don't know. And if you don't know, figure it out, learn.
The only thing that's difficult about the label is everything right now streams. So if you have a label, there's certain playlists and things that they'll put you on that you just can't get on outside of that.
There you go. It's called money.
No, I'm saying.
If you don't know, watch the movie Cadillac Records. Yes, it is. And it's always been about money.
You don't get taxed,
No, everybody just want money. They just want money. That's all they need. And if one radio station plays it and everybody goes wild off that song, guarantee every other radio station is gonna want it to play.
No, I'm not saying that. That's how the playlists are. Is they'll put you on a playlist. If it takes off, it will take off, or it will.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's still about money. The only difference is the record label got the money to dish out.
Yeah, to pay for their placement.
Yes.
But
so and who's paying for it at the end? You are. Yeah. And you're not paying the same amount they pay. If they pay $1,000, you're paying $5,000.
Yeah. But it's nowhere near these numbers. For some of them, it's more. And that's what I'm saying.
If your label pays $5,000 for you to be on this playlist, baby, you paying $10,000. Because they got to make the money back that they spent. Mm-hmm. So you're not getting charged for $5,000 that the label got charged.
Yeah, you getting charged.
You getting charged $10,000. So what's the difference if you paying $8,000? You save $2,000 in your damn pocket. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying.
But that's what I'm saying. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. It's pay the people to play your music.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But again, if you put it on YouTube and everybody goes crazy about it, you can get it on any platform because then they're going to want it. So it still goes on building your platform. If you just ain't going to build your platform, then yes, you're going to need an independent. But then you're going to need a label. But again, you still got to do the same thing that you got to do regardless. They're still going to make you talk on Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. They're still going to make you do the same things that I'm telling you to do right now. They're going to make you do it, and then you got to go to all the radio stations. Do you think you get paid to do a radio station interview? No. So you still got to do all the stuff. The only difference is it's coming out of the check that they're giving you. Yeah. So if you make $10 million, you might not get $1 million. Mm-hmm. Why do you think some people still living in their apartments?
Okay. That's all we can closing.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to help y'all out, and you fight me on helping you out, Ciroc.
I'm not fighting. I'm definitely on the independent.
I'm just saying that's what it is. You gotta understand, regardless of anything, it comes out and it hurts. It will hurt your feeling if you know you made that record company $10 million and you only made 800,000.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, that's a lot of money, and yes, it was way more money that you started with. But to know that you made $10 million and you got 800,000, that's like me telling you, I made $10,000 off of you, and I gave you $800. I don't care if you didn't have no money. That just be like, what?
Yeah.
What? And then when you re-sign your contract and you do your next album, you can get more money. So now I made you $20 million, and now I get $2 million, or $3 million, or $4 million. So think about that.
Yeah.
And if you don't make that money, then you owe me money. And now the contract says that you got to work for me for 20 years. I owe you for 20 years because you owe me that much money, and it's gonna take you that much money to pay me back. Yeah, they got clause for you not making the money. If they dishing out money, they got clause to hold you back. Guaranteed that. So understand, it's best to be an independent artist. All I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
You can choose what you want to do and copyright and get the trademark and all that on your own stuff. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. But everybody want to be signed. You're not understanding. You doing the same exact work. It's just that they're dishing out money that you don't have to dish out. But guarantee you paying it, and you paying with interest.
Well, yeah. Ooh, you paying beyond interest.
And that's why I did the KDP thing. It cost them $2.15 to make the book. You think that's how they're going to charge you to make the book? No. They're going to make their money off. They're going to charge them $2 or $3 off it. They're going to make just as much money as you is. Now, you can make more. That's up to you. But if they print that book, they're making them some money. And that's all I'm saying. And why shouldn't they? They made the book for you. Yeah, you wrote it and everything, but they're putting it together and packaging it together and shipping it off to the places. That's shipping and handling you ain't got to worry about and all that. Yes, they're going to make their money off of it. Guaranteed they are. But you got to understand, this money going to be dished out. So you can either go to a company and have them pay all the money, or you can learn to pay your own fees and learn how to talk and hustle. It's all about hustling. The more you talk and hustle, the more you can get somewhere. If you like me, shy, can't talk and hustle, I learned how to start hustling now. I ain't good at it, but I can hustle better than what I was doing before, so then it's totally different. But check yourself on that. No, you don't want us to do a signed contract. You don't believe me? Please believe me. I'm just saying, go to get a signed contract and have your lawyer look at all the fees and have them explain every detail to you. You'll be amazed at the stuff that you don't know. Because, see, contracts be this thick, and you ain't reading that thick of a page. They're going to say, initial here, this is about the so-and-so and so-and-so. Initial here, this is about the so-and-so and so-and-so. Initial here, and you're going to miss that one where it's a 4.5 interest on this, and it's a 3.5 interest on this, and it's a 2.5 interest. And see, those little numbers sound a little low, but when you finish it, you owe 8%. Yeah. Because now your interest is 82.8%. So understand, that's why you need, any contract you sign, you really need to have a lawyer break it down.
Oh, yes, most definitely. That's essential.
That's how you get jacked. Even with credit cards, that's how you get jacked. Understand, ain't nobody reading it. When you do bank accounts, you ain't reading that paperwork. And when you do credit cards, you ain't reading that paperwork. So you used to not reading paperwork. You used to sign it when somebody tells you something. So because you are used to signing, and initially when somebody tells you to do it, you're going to do it again on that contract. And this is how much we hoping you earn. Oh no, we hoping we make. So we hoping we make $100,000. So you thinking $100 million. So you thinking $100 million to you. No, they said we hope we make $100 million. You making $1 million. We making hundreds. You have to make 101 million for us to make 100. Those are things you gotta pay attention to. The little words switcheroos for you. But we're gonna go because we done talk. And education. Yes, indeed, we try. And we thank you guys so much for watching the Talk It Out show with us, and I appreciate you coming in, Ciroc, and doing it with us. Again, we do have our own podcast called Ace of Spades, because that's who we are, and it's fun. And also check us out on our other platforms. We have Talk It Out show on Instagram. We do have Talk It Out show on Facebook that we, of course, these get posted up on. And, of course, our YouTube that we thank you. We just do our lives on there for my podcast. We enjoy you guys as well. I also have a Love and Live show. So check us out. We're really on that show together. And you get to see us live again. We thank you again for supporting. And here we go with our song.
What?
I love all up Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Talk It Out show on YouTube. We appreciate you.